We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar, and it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Now here's Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Anderson. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Conchar. Memphis the rebound. Outside for Brooks. Here's Conchar. Pass to Morant. 4 on the clock. Tries again. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Outside, Anderson. And the layup is good off the glass. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Russell against Morant. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. It's McDaniels on the wing. Brooks defending. Here's Russell. Back to Daniels. Pass to Anderson. Now here's McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
And stolen by Morant. Brooks against McDaniels. Jackson. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Morant against Russell. Kicks it out to Anderson. Back to Russell. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Anderson. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Stripped it away. Jackson for 3. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Anderson passes to Gobert. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with. Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Russell. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Left side, McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Here's Conchar. Unloads. Misses off the left iron.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Takes a three. And that's good. Anthony Edwards for three.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by a... Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Adams in at the 5. The kick out to Edwards. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside Russell. Banked it in off the glass. Russell's got 5 points.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Morant into the lane. And Gobert with a block. Russell with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Anderson. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Anderson's got his second basket of the game. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Morant outside for Brooks. Launches it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The kick out to Edwards. Releases. And again, it's Minnesota converting. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
And stolen by Morant. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Russell against Morant. Kicks it out to Anderson. 4-3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
McDaniels passes to Anderson. Outside for Russell. From deep. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Conchar. 3-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Morant, pass to Jackson. 56 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Right side Russell. Back to Edwards. Adams against Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Tipped.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Jackson outside. Adams a screen. He got it off in time. And the first half comes to an end. Allie, as always, thank you.
21, the Grizzlies, 17.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Now Morant. Here's Brooks. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. McDaniels passes to Anderson. Here's Gobert. Back to Anderson. In the air. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Knocks down the long J.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. He hangs. And the layup is good. Gobert's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
And then Morant with the jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Outside Edwards. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards has got 8.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
And here's Morant outside. Rebound Minnesota.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. Now Gobert, defended by Jackson. Outside Morant to the paint. Brooks from outside, connects from downtown. Brooks has got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Russell, kicks it out to Anderson. With the drive, pass to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McDaniels. The 3 from Russell. The shot won't fall. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Morant. No good on the shot. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's Edwards. Morant with a defensive effort. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Jackson. The shot misses. And Minnesota the other way with it now. It's McDaniels on the wing. Brooks defending. McDaniels against Brooks. No good there.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
That free throw misses. That one misses. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Back to Jackson for the lead. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Conchar pulls it in. Pass to Morant. Looking to get it going. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Grizzlies leading. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Russell with the ball. Pass to Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. On the take. Oh, there's the alley. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You're always a good idea to throw it up to Adams and let him stuff it.
Outside Russell. Anderson with it. Jackson in his pocket. Russell against Morant. Here's Gobert. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Morant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Russell finds Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Brooks outside. From outside the arc. And Jackson, here we go.
Heady play to draw the foul by Jackson Jr. Remember, his dad was an NBA player, part of why he's got a great hoops IQ.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Anderson can't get it to go. Memphis leading. Right side, Moran. Here's Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Over McDaniels. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Adams. Brooks outside. This one for three. And again, it's Memphis for the three. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock. Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The drive by Brooks. Back to Morant. Stolen by Russell. Adams against McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And it's Moran off the drive. Here's Conchar. Lets the three fly. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Second personal foul.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Russell against Moran. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Outside for Russell. Pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Adams covering.
And the over and back call is just a loss of focus.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
Here's Conchar. Now here's Brooks. Adams, the pass to Brooks. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Anderson. Here's the three. Brooks with the rebound. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Up top, Moran, defended by Gobert. Jackson outside. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Outside Russell from deep three-point range. That shot no good. And so it's Memphis winning this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now Jackson. Following the miss by John Morant from deep.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Conchar. Offline with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George, no good. Memphis is gone 0-2 from deep. Here's Conchar. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's the Clippers' ball. And here's Leonard from three. Here's Jackson. Out to Morris. Lets it go with a three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
They grab their own miss. Morris with the bucket.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Morant drives in. Jackson has the open look. Here's Adams. Jackson, a screen on George. The offensive rebound. Adams. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. And George kicks to Zubac. Morris outside. Jacks up a three. Again, the miss by Morris.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Out to Brooks. Morant outside. Over Jackson. Here's Adams. Tries yet again. And the layup is good.
Now the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Memphis has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Jackson passes to Adams. Now here's Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 5.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
George, that's a two-pointer. And it's off the back rim, no good.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Jackson against Morris. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down. The game is fully in their control.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation. And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Adams. It's good on the putback.
Well, he gets so few attempts in the post to show off some of his footwork. A good percentage of Adams' offense comes off of putbacks.
Now, here is George. He's got 5. On the wing, Morris. No good on the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Jumps up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
Leonard hits them both. Memphis leading by 4. Morant outside. It's Jackson atop the key. Good and nice assist from Morant. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Jackson. Outside, George. No good on that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruised. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Then there's John Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
It's Morant with the drive. And the rejection by Zubac. Right side Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. Give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitiveness.
Greg Father Time is undefeated.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Morris looking over the floor. Jackson has the open look. That 3 off the mark. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. With the superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. I'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Conchar can't get it to go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Morant looking around. Puts up a 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
Here's Jackson. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis leading by 12. Here's Morant. That's his 6th field goal today. That makes him now 6 for 11.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
George, no good. Memphis with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
You're like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Jackson. Ja Morant again. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired. He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Jackson against Morant. Shoots it up. And another basket for Memphis.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Morant, that's for 2. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Morant's got 22.
A confident shooter. When Morant sees an opportunity to pull up, he does not pass it up.
George finds Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Morant. 1 second left. It's stolen by Morris. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
George. And there's the pass to Zubac. And George hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. The 3 from Morant. Shot clock reset for Memphis. The 3. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 25 points in the game.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
George with no one around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 21, and Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Morris.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there.
Outside for George. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. pass to Morant. Leonard with the steal. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Here's Morant, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 27 points for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Concho. Fires for 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 21. Here's George. Morris outside. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have 2 teams in LA that can be this good.
Back to Morant. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
Out to Morris for the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Morris has got 6.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Morant dishes to Jackson. There's the 3. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers trail by 19. Here's George. And no good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Inside. And Adams with the slam.
Well, not many times does Adams get his number called for plays like that, but the oop there looked good.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Morant against Jackson. Count that one. Morant's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And finished off by Leonard.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
And here's Morant. He's got 31. Over Jackson. And it's Morant missing.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Then it's Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside, George. Here's Jackson. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Morant who knows his role. John loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
George from deep three-point land. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active to the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Zubac's with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Morris throws it down.
And a guy who was considered somewhat NBA ready when he entered the league, it's taken Morris a few years to get used to it. But now he's starting to be a consistent contributor.
Shakes him, and Morant throws it down.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. To the inside. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Stolen by Jackson. And a deep three from George. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Back to Morant. Shoots from the high post. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jackson kicks to George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. George dishes to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's a confident guy, and he's got a solid three-point shot, so Jackson rises and fires.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
That's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Nobody near Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
The three from Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's George. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
On the court, no denying Kawhi. Hitting the offensive glass with some force.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Grizzlies.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't. I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Passes it to Concho. And here's Jackson. Clock at 6. Now here's Morant for 3. They get it back. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by George. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 18.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game. Just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Morant with it. They could use a bucket. Misses. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the out, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
on to NBA. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Jackson with it. Russell covering. Here's George. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
That's what we call playing big. Paul George imposing his will in the paint.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Gobert, that's good.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Leonard passes to Morris, and the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Now here's Russell. With the second effort, and Gobert with the lay-in.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Gobert's got 6. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Edwards. Clock at 6. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Here's George. Minnesota with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Russell into the lane. Up and in on the layup.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
Now here's Edwards. Shoots over George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Dorsey with Gobert. It still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Morris down low, guarded by Edwards. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh my goodness, you cannot give up a lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
They set the pick inside. Here's Noel. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the score by the Clippers. Here's Russell. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
What a gamer this guy is. D'Angelo Russell relishing the opportunity to play through contact.
Here's George. And he can't get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Noel. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Get some style points there. Pretty finish.
George outside. He buries it from 3. George has got 8.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D, he's got both.
George against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards against George. And stolen by Leonard. Here we go, one-on-one. Now here's George. He's guarded closely, and they'll keep possession. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. George against Edwards. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop it.
George hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Russell. Missed inside. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court for Minnesota. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. McDaniels out there with Jalen Noel. And it's Gobert in at the 5. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up. And nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But we see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet. Doris, these are very capable defenders.
They are, BA. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
Jackson against Russell. Here's Edwards. He got a piece of it. Close them in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Jackson can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Morris for 3. And it's Noel with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
6 on the shot clock. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Over Leonard. Here's Gobert. And finally, they hit one. Gobert's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
George passes to Zubac. Tipped. Goes back up. Yep, count it.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Reed's checked in for Noel.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
George against Edwards. George passes to Leonard. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Reed over Morris. Reed, good. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
George finds Jackson from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Russell, the pass to Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Gobert's got 12 points now in the quarter.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Counted.
And a superb job of creating just enough separation to hit the shot.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
George, a deep 3. The Clippers rebound. Jackson for 3. No luck on that one. Edwards fires from way outside. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen.
The score, your Clippers, 29. The Timberwolves, 34.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
Wall and Powell, the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Coffey in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Pass to Moore. Here's McLaughlin. Shoots. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Powell passes to Batum. Out to Covington. To the left wing. Wall finds Covington. For 3, Powell. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
To the inside. Here's Batum. And he banks in the layup.
Well, John Wall's vision is unquestioned. He puts it on time and on target, creates an easy look for his teammate.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Reed on the wing, Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Reed. Good on the shot. Reed's gotten his second bucket. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Coffee grabs a board.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Wall gets the bucket. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, plows his way to the rack. John Wall putting the defense on their heels.
Here's Moore. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Noel. And stolen by Covington. Coffee on the wing. Outside Covington. For the lead. Back to Coffee. Shot on the wing. And he connects with a jumper.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Reed in the post. Batum's on him. A slam dunk by Reed. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
And it's Powell off the drive.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys.
And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
Here's Noel. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers trail. Powell outside. Good on the bucket. Powell's got 6.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Here's Noel. Powell covers. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
The kick out to Wall. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Substitution on the court.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
George passes to Morris. Beyond the arc. And George with the basket on the assist from Morris.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Deflected. Jackson against Russell. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Clippers lead by 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
For 3, George. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 7 assists in the game. And Minnesota calls time here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He asked his players to really push the tempo. He wants to see quicker transition into the open court so they have a chance to score before the defense can set up. Trying to use their speed to full advantage, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
So a point guard who can flush it with authority. D'Angelo Russell takes advantage.
Fires hitting the triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. Sinks that one from the post.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Russell up top, defended by Jackson. Russell, that's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
There's Jackson with the 3. That shot off the mark. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Now here's Edwards. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And he has been an absolute maestro for them.
The next assist will be his 10th. This is why guys love to play alongside him.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Here's Edwards. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, nice D from George. Leonard passes to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. For 3, George. Morris for 3. Reed with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Russell pass to Gobert. And now we've got an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Edwards against George. Up top, Edwards. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's Russell. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Well, does he have the clutch gene? D'Angelo Russell says, yes, sir, I do.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. George outside, 6 to shoot. Morris on the wing. Takes the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Shot clock at 5, Russell. The rebound by Steven Adams.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And finished off by Morant.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Russell kicks to Prince. A pass to Gobert. And slammed dunk by Gobert.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
First quarter, just over a minute played. It's Morant with the drive. Edwards against Bain. Over Edwards. Morant outside. And stolen by Russell. And here's Prince outside. Russell passes to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team. And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Now Prince, following the three-point attempt by Dillon Brooks. And here's Morant. From deep. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. If you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Here's Russell. Adams, some nice D. Grizzlies have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Morant passes to Bain. Jackson kicks to Bain. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Towns. Prince outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
How about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Outside, Bain. Here's Morant. No good on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Edwards can't hit. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Bain finds Morant. Tries the spin move. Minnesota with the rebound.
Now look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
Outside Edwards. And the rejection by Morant.
Bringing on D. Morant with the swat.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Outside, Towns. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
And if he gets looks, that plainly Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
Pass to Bain. Kicks it to Adams. Adams with the screen on Russell. Morant pushes to Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Towns. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Bain kicks to Brooks. And Adams with the slam.
And ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skill, knows where to be to finish that play.
And some good action to Brooks as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at center. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Towns.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
And a wide open look for Bain. Drills the three-pointer. Bain's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now, here is Russell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Edwards from the arc. Stolen by Jackson. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Russell looking around. Pass to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Gobert's got 5 now.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Now here's Morant. From outside the arc. Floats it up there for Morant. Up high to stop the alley. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Here's Bain. Lays it up off the glass. And now an 8-point Grizzly lead.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Here's Russell. And he lays it straight in. Russell's got his first points of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Spins. Here's Bain. Adams against Gobert, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Russell. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Morant passes to Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. Brooks against Prince. And there's the feed to Edwards. There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Edwards inside, guarded by Bane.
And this is Edwards' game, man. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Pass to Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Loads it up there for Morant. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And it's Prince penetrating. Edwards. It's hauled in by Adams. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Morant gets to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Edwards, that's good.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Morant with it. Outside Jackson. 3 seconds left. Again, Memphis.
You won't see Jackson take a lot of mid-range jumpers, but he is certainly capable from there.
And so it's the Memphis 4.
Timberwolves 14. And put your hands together and get loud for the Unlucky.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
On the court for Minnesota. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. Timberwolves trail by 9. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Morant, the bounce pass. Towns against Jackson. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Towns. The second effort. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Rudy Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass. And on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Morant against Russell. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Adams. Over Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Now, here is Russell. Edwards looking it over. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Edwards got 7.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
On the wing, Jackson, defended by Towns. Jackson passes to Bain. Plenty of space. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. That's 7 points for Desmond Bain.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Outside, Russell. Towns at the elbow. Prince in the corner. 18 feet out, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Morant against Russell. Bain inside the three-point line. Fades. And the rejection by Towns. Minnesota shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Brooks the pass to Morant. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside, Russell. And the pass to Gobert. For the tie. Kicks it out to Prince. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Here's Morant. On the wing, Brooks. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Prince. Here's Gobert. He nails it, and we're tied up. Gobert's got 8 points in the quarter.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Here's Morant. Towns with the steal. A finish. And Edwards with the stuff.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Minnesota. Offensive rebound, Adams. Outside, Bain. Brooks with no one around. And again, Memphis no good. Outside, Edwards. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Minnesota in the lead. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And that one drops.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. And Edwards with the stuff.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Morant against Russell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Adams finds Morant. Looking to end his goal. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And man, does Morant put on the show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Towns for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Jackson to take the lead, and that one is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Outside Russell from downtown. A three-pointer is right on target. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Morant looking around. And Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Russell passes to Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside, Bain launches it. It's stolen by Edwards.
2 minutes.
And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. He kicks it to Gobert. Prince, right side. Outside, Edwards. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
A 3 from Morant. Brooks outside. Here's the lob to Adams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And the rejection by Morant. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that left, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment. And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
To the middle. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Inside, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant against Russell. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And another miss by Memphis.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bain against Edwards. Four on the clock. beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Payne for three. Buries it from outside.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Here is Edwards. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. Zubac, Morris outside. For 3. Kept alive. Here's Zubac, and the layup falls.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Wall against Morant. Drills it from deep. Morant's got 5 points.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Man, showing some terrific range. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Paul George pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
So it's the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis. That one goes. Count it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Adams. Soft touch off the glass.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Morris outside. Fires for 3. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
As soon as he had the ball in his hands, he put the pressure on the defense and found the opening.
George outside. The kick out to Wall. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant. Shoots over Wall. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Pass to Zubac. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Zubac has got 6.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
From deep, Morant. He can't get it to go. Wall with the defensive effort. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Over Wall. Clock at 6. Brooks from outside. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Adams has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. George with it. Checked by Brooks. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Left side, Morant. Here's Conchar. Kicks it out to Jackson. From the arc. They get it again. Adams gets another look.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you night in and night out is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
Shooting for Memphis.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. The Clippers trail. And he's going for the oop here. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And then Morant with the dunk.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Pass to Wall. for three, George. The Grizzlies pull it in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ooh, Morris with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
First team foul.
And the free throw, no good.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. From the line, with the tip. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got 8.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight. It has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. Hunting for opportunities, leading.
Your Clippers, Houston team. Coming onto the court.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Pass to Jackson. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
And here's Morant outside. Drops in the 3. 12 points for him.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Here's Morris. The open shot by Wall. Here's Zubac. Leonard finds Wall. Another shot. Zubac. It's good on the putback. Zubac has got 10 points in the game. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Conchar. The 3 is up. The Clippers grab the miss. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. The 3, George. The rebound by Jackson. Outside Morant. Misses the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
What an effort from Wall on the play, refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And BA, I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it.
Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And George launches it from deep. And again, no good by the Clippers. Morant against George. Second chance shot. Adams. They shoot again. Ja Morant getting it done. What a move that time.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
one doesn't drop. The Clippers go the other way with it. Down low. And the foul called on John Wall.
John Wall.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Jackson against Wall. Morris for three. A rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Conchar. Knocks down the triple. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And that one's good. Wall's got 6 points in the quarter.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
The drive by Morant. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position and you still get beat.
George, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Zubac passes to Wall. For 3, George. The putback. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
Here's George. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Leonard outside. For 3, George. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force.
29.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The keep. Wait a second. That was insane.
So disrespectful. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Memphis leading.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
So it's the Clippers now. Here's Wall. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Wall's got 10 points in the game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Jackson. The offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
This for the tie. Wall, no good. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
To the inside. Stolen by Wall. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. 12 points for him.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Here's Conchar. And another miss by Memphis. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. George passes to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Jackson left side. Adams with a screen on Morris. Jackson for three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
The Grizzlies have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. And it's Morant missing. On offense, here are the Clippers. They've gone on an 8-0 run. George, no good. Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Conchar. Jackson outside. Tries to break his ice. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That is great body control by Jaren Jackson. Takes the hit, completes the play, now gets to the line for one more.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. The three ball. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 11. And there's the lob. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Outside Morant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wall for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Morant, the pass to Adams. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Leonard finds Morris. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. Jackson the screen. There's the triple. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Wall. Now here's Leonard. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Well, the Grizzlies shooting just 37% in the game. Morant against Wall. Morant, no good.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Leonard can't get it to go. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
George, right side. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Leonard for three. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here's Morant outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, if Morant's going to hit from there, I don't know how you guard him.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Adams in at the center position, filling out the middle.
Still possesses impressive quickness. When Wall charges inside, he's tough to stop from scoring.
And here's Morant outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that 7'4" wingspan to good use. Jaren Jackson with the easy catch and flush.
Morris finds Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
To the middle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
The Clippers in the lead. Leonard outside. Going inside.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Pass to Conchar. From downtown. Rebound by the Clippers. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Now Morant. Brooks outside from behind the arc. And again, Memphis no good. Now Los Angeles with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Zubac with it. He's picked up by Adams. And George with the jam.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And it's Morant missing.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Leonard for three, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
They get it back. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. And it's Morant off the drive. And the shot goes. Morant's got 27.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
And the big finish by Wall.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Morant, pass to Adams. Jackson finds some space. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
That one's good from Morris on the assist from Wall. And the Clippers lead by 12. Outside Morant. Inside. Here's Jackson. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 20 left to play in the fourth.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Pass to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Morris against Jackson. George outside. 5 to shoot. Fires it. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Pass to Adams. And the shot goes in.
Hosing his wheel. Steven Adams gutting it out against good defense.
Here's Wall. Here's George. And it's blocked. And he stays with it. Back to Wall. And here's George. The three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Adams got a hand on it. ball with it. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one spot.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Wall. Morris against Towns. The shot by George, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. George against Edwards. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Towns, wide open. Buries it from three-point range. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
Man, that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And it's Prince penetrating. Towns kicks to Prince. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morris outside. Outside, Wall. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, my goodness.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Knocked loose. Stolen by George. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Out to Morris. And stolen by Russell. Stolen by George. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammate.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
He gets that one.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
Edwards looking it over. And Edwards with the stop.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
They get it again. Morris. Another shot. Wall passes to Leonard. The three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Prince finds Gobert. Russell against Wall. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Edwards. Back to Russell. Just 4 to shoot. Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Out to Morris from deep. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And finished off by Gobert.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Leonard the pass to Morris. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, he's just showing off right now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down either.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Russell inside, covered by Wall. Russell no luck. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Here's Zubac. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the front.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's
what a play!
Well, it takes elevation to finish like Wall here, and that's not a dunk that just anybody can pull off. You got to have some special ability to do that.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Ball against Russell. He kicks to Edwards. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Edwards got 6 points.
Not afraid to mix it up down low. Edwards is a big guard. Really put together nicely. He's got a great body.
It's good. George has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
He kicks to Leonard. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
George against Edwards. And here's Morris for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
George against Edwards. Down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise. And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Ball against Russell. Wall passes to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell looking it over. Inside, Gobert, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Edwards dishes to Prince.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Out to Russell. From outside the arc, he's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
You know, know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Wall finds George. The tray. That shot off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Prince. The kick out to Towns. Releases. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's George. 6 points for him. Out to Morris. Three-pointer.
And, you know, on the defensive end, that's the intensity Russell's coaches want to see more of from him.
There's the lob to Towns. And it's sent back by Morris. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down by 12. And the rejection by Zubac. Towns kicks to Gobert. Leonard on the wing. He's got 9. Misses the wing 3. The pass to Edwards. Just 3 on the clock. Off on the layup.
Well, you will not see that from him very often.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
21. The Clippers, 33.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at point guard. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Zubac. A 3 from Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Edwards inside, defended by George. Out to Russell, fires the 3, connects from 3-point range. Russell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Minnesota. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge. It speaks to just how far this team has come.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
Edwards passes to Prince. Back to Edwards. Drops in the layup for 2. Edwards got 8 points.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Wall. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
Second personal foul.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively to this team. There's no doubt about that.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
He's off on the second. Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards with it. George picks him up. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. There's the lob to Town. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's George. Takes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
To the inside. Outside, Russell. Sweet move. Prince wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
And George kicks to Morris. Offensive rebound. Zubac's the pass to George. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Morris passes to Wall. Outside for George. Gobert with the block. Prince outside. Outside, Towns. Fade away. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Morris throws it down.
Wow, I'll tell you, Morris is on one tonight, bumping his points in left and right.
Leonard with the steal and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. That's big. Good play defensively. Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Been at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Another miss by Minnesota. The 3 from George. The shot comes out, and so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They then and a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Morris with the bucket.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Russell finds Gobert. The kick out to Towns. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. It's Wall with the drive. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Towns. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's now 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Morris inside. Towns on him. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Outside, Towns. The dish to Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Poked loose. Morris against Towns.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Prince kicks to Gobert. Russell against Morris. Left side, Towns. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Wall. Out to Morris. Wall looking it over. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Outside, George.
Two minutes remaining in the game.
6 to shoot. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Ball against Russell. And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Russell inside, covered by Wall. Prince dishes to Gobert, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Second personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Pass to Leonard. Tries the spin move. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Over in the corner, Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. George with the defensive effort.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Edwards against Zubac. And here's Wall. Back to Zubac. Over Edwards. It's rebounded by Towns.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Launches a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Passes it to Zubac. Outside, Wall. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very strong showing. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.